friends, it's Bethany here, and today I'm going to show you how to make clay earrings. And right now when the quarantine is happening, it's the perfect thing to do. So I'll show you what basic supplies you need. I'll go over like baking times, how to put them all together, and this is just very basic how to put together some clay earrings. There's so many different techniques you can do, but these are kind of the basics, so let's get started. So these are the supplies we will be using. This is polymer clay that you bake in the oven, and you can buy these at any craft store. And I usually get the big ones of colors that I use quite a lot and smaller ones of other colors. And this is a toolkit I purchased. Basically you need this one, which is a pointy end, and you can use a toothpick if you have that as at home. These are pliers that I use to clasp the jump rings together. And then I use E6000 glue to glue the backs onto the earrings. And then these are our earring parts. I have hooks with some backs. I have these backs for studs, and I have these rattan circles that we'll be using for one of the pairs. And of course we have jump rings right here. Then we use cookie cutters to punch out of our clay. So I just picked these shapes for this video. Then we have our pasta machine here, which I use to roll out the clay. And that basically makes it flat so we can punch it out with our cookie cutters. So I picked a clay that I want for one of the pairs of my earrings, and for each time you use a piece of clay, you have to really work with it. So you gotta play with it with your hands for a little while, get it loose, get it so it's not all crumbly, because some clays can be a little crumbly, but the more you work with it, the better it gets. Then I take a cookie cutter and make sure it's clean, because sometimes clay will stick to them from other times. And you're just going to punch out the shapes you want out of the color you want. So as I'm rolling it through, sometimes you will get little air pockets, and you don't want that because that will show up in the finished product. So smash them all out and keep on rolling. Once I have the shape cut out, especially for this leaf one that has more intricate pieces, I took a little X-Acto knife and am cutting in between, cleaning up the clay a little bit because the cookie cutter did not punch out all of the clay. For these earrings, I am rolling little bits of white clay to place on the black, and then we will roll it out later to flatten all these pieces. are poking holes where we want our earring to loop through. So you'll do that on all the earrings that you need to put a jump ring through or a hook through. So now it's time to bake them. I baked them for 270 degrees for 50 minutes. I know the package says 275 for about 10 minutes, but if you do that, your earrings will break or crack. And so baking them for a longer duration in a slightly lower temp will have a better outcome. Now it's time to put our earrings together. So you'll take a jump ring and ply it apart, putting it through the earring and attaching the two pieces together. So now it is time to glue the earring backs onto the earrings. So you'll take some E6000 glue and use a toothpick or a skewer and place a dab of glue on the back and place it on the back of the earring. So you will do this for all of your studs. You all enjoyed this video, and I hope you all choose to make some clay earrings. And if you do, and if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.